Our patient is a 38-year-old American Indian male named Arun Patel. He's coming to our facility for follow-up for hypertension and diabetes management, not monitoring his blood pressure or his blood sugars at home. He has had a significant increase in his hemoglobin A1C and fasting glucose on this admission compared to 6 months ago. He says that he has just not been feeling good, been feeling fatigued, just overall not feeling well. He said he's been having increased stress. He just switched positions at his job, and he's been eating really unhealthy foods like fast foods and greasy foods and things like that, not following a diabetic diet. It has allowed him to gain about 15 pounds in the last 3 months. He's currently taking metformin 500 milligrams BID and hydrochlorothiazide 50 milligrams BID, and he does also take escitalopram for his anxiety, which he's had for 13 years. He's had the diabetes for 5 years and the hypertension for a year. He does say that he does not use tobacco or alcohol, and he currently is saying that he is just having generalized fatigue and just not feeling well. So on this admission, his blood pressure is 146/94. The last few readings he has have been in the 140s/90s. His fasting blood glucose was 210 and his hemoglobin A1C was 9.3, which is up from 142 and 7.5 6 months ago. He seems overwhelmed. He seems stressed out about everything as far as finances and just his health in general and not knowing really what to do next. I'm saying he's an uncontrolled type 2 diabetic, uncontrolled hypertension, anxiety disorder, sedentary lifestyle, poor adherence to dietary recommendations, and monitoring of blood sugar and blood pressure. My plan for him is I'm going to start 2 new combination meds for him. The first one, I'm going to replace his metformin with glipizide metformin, 2.5 milligrams and 500 milligram combination twice a day to treat his hyperglycemia. And I'm also going to change his hydrochlorothiazide to the lisinopril 10 milligrams hydrochlorothiazide 12.5 combination daily. I educated him on the side effects and things to watch for those. I'm going to also tell him like how important it is, just like dietary changes that he could make. And I referred him to a dietitian just to kind of give him the idea of the things that he should be eating and the things that he could avoid. I know that he says right now he's really overwhelmed and not really able to find time to do like his tennis that he used to do to get physical exercise. So I would at least recommend doing dietary changes. That would help a lot because he did admit to having poor diet habits like fast food and greasy and high carbs, high salts, all the things that are going to contribute to his high sugars and high blood pressure. So I did consult dietary, and I said if he did have a chance, like if he could replace any free time he had with some kind of physical activity, even if it's just walking, that would greatly impact his blood sugar and blood pressure. The other education I gave to him was that he just needs to monitor his blood pressure and blood sugar and have that written down in a log so that he can bring that to us just so that we can know if our medications are working. I told him just to do it at the same time every day, make it a routine. And that would really help us to know like if our medical management is significantly helping him or if we need to look at other routes.